While oil tycoons are pouring billions of dollars into hunting for the secret to immortality, the answer has actually existed for a long time. The tale of immortal beings is not only found in Eastern legends but is also frequently mentioned in Western cultures. Is there any scientific explanation for these cases? Why? Strange tales about him were widely circulated through the Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. According to historical records, Trong Tam Phong passed away in the second year of the Thien Thuan era during the Ming dynasty, corresponding to the year 1458. At that time, he was about 212 years old. In Europe, the figure of Saint Germain is famous for the legend of eternal life. Many believe he was born around the year 1699. From 1740 to around 1780, Count Saint Germain traveled across Europe with the appearance of a man in his 40s. Yet the strange thing was that his looks remained virtually unchanged for 4 decades. There are no records documenting his date of birth, date of death, or specific background. He is regarded as a genius in the fields of music, politics, and even alchemy. You look about 40 years old, but many people claim you're at least 150. He called himself Count Saint Germain. The world calls him the Immortal Man. This is the opening narration from the documentary about Count Saint Germain, broadcast by the famous History Channel in the 1980s. It is believed that Saint Germain died in 1874. However, many people still insist they saw him with their own eyes throughout the 19th and 20th centuries. They all spoke of his extraordinary abilities, such as being fluent in multiple languages. The heavens weave their feathers like a master of many talents, both a gifted painter and a profound scholar of history and politics, with a particular mastery of alchemy, the art of transmuting base metals into precious gold. Moreover, he also mentioned issues related to extrasensory perception, intellect, and spiritual life. In fact, it's not just Saint Germain or Zhang Sanfeng. Eastern history records many figures believed to have achieved immortality, such as Mahavatar Babaji, an Indian yogi. Though these stories cannot yet be fully explained, they have been preserved in historical records and verified over time. In today's modern civilization, how should we perceive this issue? Pouring money into the hunt for the secret of immortality. In recent years, tech billionaires like Che Guevara and Larry Page, the 2 co-founders of Google, have attracted significant attention. Larry Ellison is the founder of Oracle Corporation. Peter Thiel is the co-founder of PayPal and also the investor in Facebook. Saint Parker, co-founder of Napster and also the first president of Facebook, has invested billions of US dollars in the biotechnology sector and emerging technologies, with the desire to prolong life, even to seek the path to immortality. Still, there are many things ahead. High-tech companies estimate that it won't be possible until 2025. Only then could scientists gain a clearer understanding of the mechanism of cellular aging. From there, we hope to find a solution to prevent this issue. Google's technical director, Ray Kurzweil, stated that we would have to wait until 2029 to achieve that. At that point, the nanobots could enter the body to detect diseases and find treatments. So isn't it true that modern science still cannot determine when a method for eternal life might be discovered? Could it be that the ancients discovered this secret long ago? Ultimately, what did the ancients do to leave an eternal legacy? It is the process of transforming the physical body through cosmic energy while elevating spiritual awareness. Through the disciplines of life cultivation, one genuinely trains both the body and nurtures the soul. Zhang Sanfeng and Mahavatar Babaji share one striking commonality: both are revered spiritual masters, or a religion that has attained the state of complete enlightenment. According to documented records, Kekachai German was also a practitioner of a secret esoteric discipline. In 2014, scientists officially confirmed the existence of meridians through specific scientific research methods. Eastern cultivation theories all affirm that the meridians are the pathways for circulating qi and energy absorbed from the universe. Spread and connect the acupoints throughout the body. Liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Hands of Light. Dr. Barbara Andrina, former science specialist at NASA. Experts studying the human bioenergy field assert that humans possess invisible bodies corresponding to the layers of the aura and the major chakras. These are special points on the body, which also correspond to the acupoints in Eastern cultivation theory. When unlocking this potential, humans can tap into an infinite source of energy from the universe. Some people even develop extraordinary abilities, such as being able to go without food or water for months during meditation. Like the Buddha boy, you can learn more on the Primordial Universe channel. This can be explained by assuming that practitioners have absorbed an immense amount of energy from the universe. Hundreds of scientific studies have also proven that those who practice Qigong can emit a variety of diverse substances. And it may very well include forms of matter that current devices cannot yet detect or measure. These experiments demonstrate that invisible energy from the universe truly exists and can transform into various forms of matter. It radiates outward from the practitioner's body. Cosmic energy has the ability to crystallize into matter. Quantum physicists have discovered that material atoms are composed of countless energy vortices, called quarks and photons. These energy vortices ceaselessly swirl in motion, each radiating its own distinct energetic property. See nothing but empty space. In reality, atoms don't. Substance inherently lacks any physical structure. From this discovery in quantum physics, we can deduce that at the microscopic level, from atoms, molecules, and biological cells to all things in the universe, everything is formed from invisible energy, not from tangible matter. With the naked eye, we cannot see it. From another perspective, it can be affirmed that energy and matter are essentially one. They have the ability to transform into each other. In his book, the Sibabara also highlights another important consequence of Einstein's theory of relativity: the clear recognition of the interchangeable nature of matter and energy. Matter is essentially just a manifestation of energy. It is simply energy that has slowed down or condensed into form. The human body is energy itself. This is also the central theme throughout this entire book. S perspective offers an intriguing suggestion: the energy absorbed from the universe into a practitioner. Physicists have confirmed that atoms, molecules, and particles larger than molecules are in constant, chaotic motion due to heat, known as Brownian motion. The greater the energy, the stronger the movement. Material particles can diffuse from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration according to Fick's law of diffusion. Thus, cosmic substances inherently possessing high energy and extremely small sizes can easily permeate into cells, atoms, or molecules within the human body. Over a long period, as this substance accumulates in increasing amounts, it will spread widely and gradually replace the flesh, organs, bones, and bodily fluids of the cultivator. For a long time, they will gradually crystallize and remain there eternally. Yet, the shape, size, and external features of the cultivator's body will remain in their original state, as if unchanged. With the naked eye, it's impossible to tell the difference. It can be understood that the body of a cultivator is no longer composed of ordinary matter, but rather of energy absorbed from the universe. That body likely no longer requires mechanisms for energy absorption or metabolism like an ordinary one. It has achieved immortality, eternally free from decay, transcending the 5 elements. When he departs from this world, he will leave behind relics, crystallized fragments of his body, imbued with the essence of the cosmos. So does that mean anyone can achieve a body composed of high energy matter simply by cultivating, meditating, or practicing Qigong? We often read news reports describing how after every storm, tsunami, or earthquake in a particular region, the scene that emerges is one of widespread devastation and ruin. Amid the rubble, the statues of Buddha, Bodhisattvas, Jesus Christ, and the Virgin Mary remained intact. Practices related to faith and religion, such as Buddhism, Taoism, or high-level Qigong, all believe in and teach about the existence of other dimensions. They believe that the human body is a microcosm, while countless other forms of bodies exist in parallel spaces. Today, Buddhism still maintains the consecration ceremony, also known as invoking the spirit into the statue. They explained that the eye-opening ceremony is a ritual to imbue the newly crafted statue with the sacred energy of the Buddha. In essence, the eye-opening ceremony is a ritual to invoke the Dharma bodies of the Buddhas from other realms, inviting them to reside within the Buddha statue, thereby transforming it into a sacred icon that manifests the physical form of the Buddha in this world for veneration. After the consecration ceremony, the Dharma body of the Buddha from the statue will bless and protect his disciples. In Christianity, there are also cases where priests perform ceremonies to welcome the Lord into newly carved statues. If not consecrated, those statues are merely ordinary works of art made of stone or clay. Many people still believe that Kai Kwang is merely a form of superstition. However, if one does not believe that the statues embody the spirits of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, or God, it would be difficult to explain why they remain intact after so many natural disasters. In martial arts novels, we often encounter the image of warriors who train arduously for years yet still fail to unblock their meridians. Later, I was fortunate to meet a martial arts master with profound internal energy, who helped unblock my meridians and transform the energy flow within my body. Thanks to that, their inner strength and martial arts have advanced remarkably. In reality, this is entirely possible. However, this phenomenon only occurs when both Qigong and internal energy reach a low level, insufficient to attain the capability of replacing human internal organ cells with high energy matter. Cultivation is one. Practicing spirituality is the cultivator's own process of unceasing effort. Cultivation energy requires a master's guidance to attain. This means that, in genuine cultivation practices, disciples continuously refine their minds by constantly correcting themselves and cultivating virtue. Their teacher is the one who enlightens their spiritual path, as long as they ceaselessly cultivate virtue and elevate their spiritual realm. Connect with the heavenly shelter and establish an energy transfer mechanism within the disciple's body in another dimension. As a result, the practitioner's body can absorb and transform energy into highly energetic substances. To replace damaged internal cells in the body,